家一起呢，就是怎么说那句话？那个丽丽在不在？咱们这大喊口号，你那个北美中产新圈堂，
祝你财富增长。
对，祝你财富增长，祝大家一起财富增长，好吧？肖总，
想这个是能给你这个 process， 一年跟银行来 deal 这件事，对吧？那让我就想起来，当时我们因为华人版那个太什么，但有一个呢，它是一个 package。但是如果过去那时候房子比较小的时候，就我给你200个房子，一个 package，就是优好有坏有都在一起，但是都在一个州。然后呢，你给200万。当然200万没有事，但是今天来说，可能200万房子可能150万、1500万，对吧？但是当时就是这么一个，但是200万对我们来说已经很大一个天花板的价钱。你觉得那种值得买？
我当时看过不少，我没买，这个个性我不行。因为我当时跟人吹牛，我说我做这么多 deal， 我说100% closing， 100% time， 我说我从来没亏过钱。你让我突然觉得就是说。买一堆都要亏钱，靠 statistics， 靠这个 R， 我一般做我都是
新打包，然后这个必须可能。
那是 Wall Street， 他们喜欢这种 push paper， push 一个 package， 一层一层的。我一般我是做一个算，做一个算。好，那没有什么问题。那今天呢，还有一个 special guest。来，say something. I didn't know that. We're honored to have a good friend of mine, both of them actually, and Trevor. What's your last name? O'Neill. Yeah, that's right.
他是安纳曼的市长 ，Mayor of Anaheim.
He's acting mayor of city of Anaheim.
Thank you, and thank you so much first for opening up your new home, your new investment here for this event. It's such a beautiful property. This has got to be one of the best views in Orange County. We of course have the best beaches in the world here, and you've got the best view right out in your backyard. Right? And thank you to Lily for putting this event together, of course, for all of your members. So I'm Trevor O'Neill, and I am the mayor of Anaheim, which is Orange County's largest city and the economic hub for all of Orange County. Because of the assets that we have in Anaheim, Disneyland, the Angels baseball, the Ducks, the convention center, largest convention center on the West Coast. We bring in millions of tourists every year to Anaheim, and that creates tens of thousands of jobs that drives our local economy. And Orange County also is one of the greatest places to live in the world, of course, and this property is just an example of that, right? Absolutely. And I'm here today with Iris, my girlfriend. She doesn't like to be the one in the spotlight over there.
She's always a great investor.
Yes, and she's worked with these two individuals before. So it's a real pleasure to be here with you tonight to help you celebrate this event. So let me tell you, in Anaheim, as far as housing is concerned, housing and real estate development has been a key priority for me in Anaheim. We have 370,000 residents, and we have mandates from the state of California, where in Southern California alone, we are required as cities to develop 1.3 million new housing units over the next 8 years. There is tremendous opportunity for all of you as real estate investors in Anaheim and in Orange County. Anaheim, I will tell you, is also a very developer-friendly and investor-friendly city. When you're talking about residential and multifamily projects, we have no inclusionary ordinances. You're not required to build affordable housing. We have no in lieu fees if you're doing commercial properties. And we have among the lowest development fee schedule of all cities in Orange County. So your investment is certainly welcome in Anaheim. There are those of us on the council and those of us who are running for re-election as mayor who understand the importance of investment in our community and development in our community. And so any of you, if you are looking for properties, if you are looking for opportunities, I'm certainly happy to talk to you about the opportunities that we have available. Of course, we have a large housing stock in Anaheim as well, and the current economy, as it's starting to turn, there are going to be some tremendous opportunities, like Lynn was talking about, to get REO properties and bank-owned properties and renovate them and rent them out. We are in a cycle right now, an economic cycle that is unlike any other that we have seen in many, many decades. So we are thankful for all of you and your investments in our community, because ultimately, when we can bring in new investments to all of our Orange County communities, we bring in new jobs, we bring in new residents, and as they say, a rising tide lifts all boats, and it makes life better for everyone here. So it's an honor to be here with you tonight. Thank you so much for having me. And Lynn, again, thank you.
I know a little bit about Anaheim because I own some rental properties there. And I have one particular spot I'm really, really interested in. I would love to do something. You know, the Somali, welcome back. He developed that big, what's called that thing, around the Honda Center.
Oh yeah, OC5.
OC5.
Yeah.
I give you a tip. That's a really, really great spot to be. Because there's a lot of huge involvement. It's like LA Live.
Yeah, what Lynn is talking about is we have the Honda Center, which is an event center where the Ducks hockey team plays. And we recently sold the parking lot land to the owner of the Ducks, Henry Samueli, who's a Newport Beach resident, by the way. And he's developing it into a mixed-use sports and entertainment destination, bringing $1 billion in economic investment. And we were this close to finalizing a deal with Angels Baseball to sell the parking lot land to them, another 150 acres, that would have complemented that tremendously and brought in another $1.5 billion to $2 billion in economic investment. That deal got caught up in politics, but we're committed to making it happen over the next few years. So you are going to see some wonderful things coming to the city of Anaheim, and that just makes the economic opportunities better for all of us, citywide and countywide.
Right. There's going to be a lot of great opportunities in Anaheim as well. But the one thing I'm a little concerned is that, you know, Santa Ana just passed rent control.
Yes.
And I rumor how that the same group is coming to Anaheim and Garden Grove next. Give us some inside scoop.
Rent control in Anaheim. I've been on the city council since 2018, and I have been the #1 opponent for rent control and keeping it away from our city. We had this debate in 2019 and in 2020, and every time we were able to shoot it down. Those of us who understand business, I'm a business owner myself, we get it, that you do not lower the cost of rents by providing mandates to landlords or to builders. All that does is degrade properties, it takes investment away from those properties, turns them into slums, and in the long run actually makes them more expensive, totally counterproductive to what the proponents of rent control want to do. So absolutely, we are not in favor of rent control in Anaheim and continue to push back on that. And the same in Santa Ana, they have an inclusionary policy where if you're going to build a development, you are required to do subsidized housing for low-income individuals. We do not have that in Anaheim, and we have continued to push it away because we know that all of that costs money, and when government adds all these additional costs and all these other barriers, it drives investment away, and it goes somewhere else, and then we don't get anything. So we get it. We are a very business-friendly town and developer-friendly town, and welcome your investments.
However, it's a college candidate for the next
For the mayor's race, yes.
The mayor's race,
Yes.
right? Yeah, so that's good. Santa Ana is like become a job.
I do there have a Big A program.
Do we have a what program?
Big A.
A Big A?
Yeah, in stadium.
Oh, at Angel Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so as I said, we were very close to finalizing a deal to sell the parking lot to the Angels, and then it would have been massive, massive development, $1.5 to $2 billion in investments, and tens of thousands of jobs. And the way that we look at that from the government perspective is that frees up land that is generating nothing for us. And it would have created tens of thousands of jobs and tens of millions of new tax revenue to the city that we can then spend on things like police services and fire services and parks and community services and back in the neighborhoods. So there are those of us who understand business, like all of you, that things do not get done by government mandate and government fiat. You cannot make good things happen in your community by making new rules and new barriers. You need to encourage new investment, encourage new development. At the end of the day, everyone will benefit.
I mean, at the end of the day, we are landlords, are small business owners, right? And small business is the engine of the economy. You got the economic engine for the United States. So I appreciate that.
How can investors involve in that?
How what, sorry?
How can these investors involve in this field?
How can investors get involved in the deals? Well, so the OC Vibe project, which is moving forward, that is with the Ducks hockey team, Henry Samueli. He's got his development team in place, but they're working with a lot of different investors and a lot of different developers and contractors on that. So there certainly are opportunities. You're welcome to contact me, and I can put you in touch with them to see if there's anything that would benefit you. And you can look me up online. Again, my name is Trevor O'Neill, Trevor, last name O'Neil. I'm a public figure. You'll be able to find me with Google and get in touch with me, and I'll do everything I can to help you out.
Great. All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
All right.